It's in the game.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set up. Set go.
McCarthy going to put it up right away. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long.
Go.
To the air with McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Here's McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8.
Let's go now. Cook. Ready.
Again, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready. Bronco 80. Hut.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Set. Ready. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready.
An inside give to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
A give to Jones. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 24. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Set. 72. Set. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On the ready. Come. Set it.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hello. Attack.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 71 yards. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Here we go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Viking 18. Ready.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yellow. Hard time.
Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Pacheco is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Hot, hot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll power his way up near the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's go, 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Set. Ready, ready.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go. 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready. Ready.
The give is to Jones. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Ready. 70.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.